Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a delicious baklava. It turned out really great and you're going to love the end result. This is everything here you're going to need and I'll walk you through it. I just bought the frozen Phyllo pastry in the grocery store and I let it sit on the counter for a couple hours beforehand. It's fairly easy to work with here, it's not too bad. They were quite long sheets, and then with the pan that I had, I just ended up cutting them in half. So it was easier and more manageable to work with, and then I did actually have lots of leftover. This box that I got wasn't too bad. It was $3.99, I want to say, at the grocery store. And then I had just wet some paper towel to cover it to keep it damp. Didn't add too much water to the paper towel, and then so it didn't dry out. And then I took my pistachios and walnuts and added maybe about a cup and a half of the walnuts and maybe half a cup of the pistachio, give or take. I just eyeballed it. And I went ahead and crushed those up. You could also do it in a food processor, but I just had that and I did it the quickest way with the rolling pin. You could use other nuts if you prefer something else, but I always find these two to taste the best. And you can mince it up as fine as you want or as chunky as you want. It doesn't matter for the nuts. And then I went ahead and melted some butter. Good portion there. Almost half that brick. Just 30 seconds in the microwave to help that melt. And then I also added spice, a little bit of cinnamon, as much or as little as you like. And this is clove, I added that. It just helps bring the flavor out. It was really good. Just gave that a mix and added it to a bowl so I could scoop it easily as I layered my Phyllo pastry with the butter and the nuts. So yeah, I just started with my butter, just grease my pan so nothing sticks. And I did 2 sheets of the Phyllo pastry at a time together so it wasn't so thin. And just layered the nuts and went from there. It goes pretty quickly. This is an easy recipe. I feel like a lot of people feel intimidated to make this, but it's really easy and really fun and it turns out great. It gets that nice brown color at the end. Yeah, I just continued to layer, do the butter in between. I ended up having to melt some extra butter, but that was fine. The butter makes it taste really good. You guys will have to leave in the comments if you've ever had this or any other recipes you'd like me to try. I love to bake, cook, barbecue, use the slow cooker, Instant Pot. Any suggestions? But this didn't take too long to fill. And then you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. I did that before I started so that it's ready. I hate waiting for the oven to preheat once I've started cooking. So I always do that first. So then I can just pop this in when I'm ready. And there, just finished up the last of the nuts. And you don't want to have the nuts on the top. You want it to just be the Phyllo covered with the butter. And then you always want to make sure you slice it whatever pattern you want before you cook it. That helps it brown up too. It doesn't have to be perfect. However you want to cut it. And then just in the oven 350 for about 50 minutes was perfect. And then once you're almost getting close to it being done in the oven, you're going to want to add 1 cup of water to a pan, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, about half a cup of honey. I did just a little under half a cup, but You could do half a cup or whatever you prefer. You want to just stir that lots when it's, and keep it on like a low heat. And extra of the, I added a little extra of the vanilla and then the clove. And like I said, keep stirring it so that it doesn't stick or burn to the bottom, anything like that. And then there it is out of the oven. The color is gorgeous. And then you just immediately want to pour the syrup over top and let it cool a little bit so you don't burn yourself, and enjoy. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you subscribe for more great recipes.